Hi parents, this video is for those of you who have kids who might just be getting their first mobile phones. What I'm going to give you guys is some top tips regarding setting up boundaries and managing expectations of how your kids can learn to use their phone well. Now the challenge here is that some of this might require some discipline from ourselves, but the bonus is that some of these rules can be applied to different parts of parenting and different parts of life. So with a phone, you want to make sure that your child knows that you'll be supporting them to make good decisions, that you'll be with them in the beginning so that they can make better decisions when they're older. So here they are. Tip number 1. I think a great early boundary is that phones shouldn't be used first thing in the morning or last thing at night. We all need space to settle down and get ready for the day, and we can't do that if we are instantly connected to the world's issues as soon as we open our eyes. So that's even a top tip for us to reduce our anxiety. Number 2, lead by example. This might be hard, especially because of how much we're connected on our phones these days. Rules need to make sense to kids, and if we don't hold ourselves to the boundaries in place for them, then they'll quickly rebel against whatever boundaries we put in place. So whatever the rule is, perhaps no phones after a certain time of day, or you'll limit the amount of time that's available. Set the pattern early, stick to it, and support your kids to stick to it. Number 3, every phone has parental controls and ways to limit access to things. You guys can get clued up on how to do that on websites such as thinkyouKnow.co.uk, netaware.co.uk and ceop.police.uk. Number 4, keep yourself informed. You can stay ahead of the game by typing into Google most popular apps for kids 2020, or if your kids come asking about an app that you don't know about, just Google it and Google what the concerns are around the app and what it does. I'm not going to recommend a website for this because this will change regularly, but if you use Google, you can get up-to-date lists of the concerns around apps that your kids might be downloading. Number 5, create a pattern of checking in and set it up before the phone arrives so that they understand that openness and honesty is part of owning a phone. It may seem a bit intrusive, but if you think about it, there's probably no other part of your kid's life that's maybe about 8 to 10 years old that's a secret from you. Even if they go to a friend's house, you're going to be checking in with where the house is, who the parents are, and so perhaps once a week or something like that, you want to set up a time where your kids can ask you about putting apps on their phones, what they want to download, who they're talking to, and that way it's safe and there's an understanding. Point number 6, it's not all negative. There's positive ways to use the phone, there's common sense ways to use the phone. There's even a website called commonsensemedia.org that recommends family-oriented apps and ways to connect with your kids online so that your kids know that you're not just stamping out on the phone and that you want to be with them in that world. Point number 7, watch out for all apps with direct messaging on it. A lot of apps have this built in now, and it's something we should be wary of. Even simple safe games like Scrabble, for example, allow people to directly message, and this can lead to bullying and grooming. In a similar vein, there's a lot of apps that ask to access your location, and you can prevent this from happening to make sure that people on apps don't know where your kids are. Number 8, help your child to understand that you're safe to talk to. Sometimes weird things can happen online, and if they get messaged by somebody they don't know or like, they need to be able to know that they can talk to you about it. So we don't want to come down heavy on them if they're unsure of things, but we want to support them so that they're ready to talk. And this can stand us in good stead for the rest of their lives in the online world and in the real world. So if you're starting out with your child having a phone, there's every chance that you can make this a positive learning experience for them. It can be a place where they find connection, support and learning. But with all things there's pitfalls, and you'll want to be there to prevent them and support your kids when something doesn't go perfectly. Hopefully this is some great early advice for you to support your kid when they get a new phone. Cheers.